guys! What's up? How are you doing today?
I just want to give a little prelude to this video. I found out whenever I got in here that the Audacity application was already open, which is great for me. But I saw on the computer that as the application is already open, there was an audio recording that had been running for 212 hours. I'm not kidding. I don't know how long that is. It's got to be over a week, right? 3 days is like 72 hours. I'm going off reference of that. But there was just a 212-hour recording of fucking nothing. There was no mic plugged in. I don't even know why the button was hit, or I don't even remember the references to what the fucking is as to why the application is open to begin with. But it was just there. It was just there. However, I have a special little project for you guys. I'm working on a special little thing. So just to give an idea as to what this is about, I decided that I wanted to get a new drum kit because I was kind of tired using my old Yamaha that you can probably see right here in the corner. I was tired using it. I decided it's time for a change up. You know, So I decided that it was time for a little change up. I got tired of using the Yamaha kit, and my original plan was that I wanted to go for a Ludwig kit because I am Ludwig for a while. I was specifically going to go for a classic Fab Oak in a nice red spark. Get the fuck out of my way. I was going to go for a Ludwig Oak and a classic red sparkle and a 22, but the real change was the kick drum size. I wanted to go for a 22 by 14 because my Yamaha kick is a 24 by 15, and the one for the Ludwig was going to be a 22 by 14. And so I was thinking, hey, with the smaller kick drum size, I can load in my stuff easier. The load will be lighter. It'll be easier to transport, and less air in the drum to move will mean I have more rebound. Oh, my fucking nose. Oh, my fucking nose is so stuffed. I've been so sick all week. But you take one look at how much a Ludwig drum kit costs, and you can see as to why I abandoned that plan very quickly. That was especially because my plan was I used my credit card for everything, and I didn't want to have a huge $3,000 bill hit me at the end of the month when I'm already paying rent and utilities. So I was I'll just save up cash. I'll take out $100 or such out of every paycheck, put it in a little shoebox, and I'll just wait it out because it's Ludwig, it's not going anywhere. But then we go to a very, very cool guy's recording studio in Little Rock by the name of Wolfman. I'm going to call him Jay because I don't know him and I know his name, but I don't want to just say his name in case I might make him uncomfortable if he ever sees this, or if my bandmates see this and I don't know what they think about me doing that, so I'm just going to call him Jay. Jay has a really cool pearl fiberglass kit and a really beautiful amber orange. It was a 12 by 16 by 20 config, and my God, was this thing a sight to behold. I went to digging instantly. I asked him 2 questions. I asked him, where did you get that thing, and how much did it cost you? And he told me he got it from a friend for $400. And I was like, no way. And he was like, yes way. And I was like, oh my God. So immediately I started searching, and I found that, if you can see it, I'm sure you can. It's such a big camera angle. It's a pearl fiberglass kit, authentic from the 70s with original hardware rewrapped to look brand new. And I was like, yeah, baby, let's do it. So, along with getting a new kit comes the process of setting it up, of which now I'm going to take you through one at a time. So bear with me here. care anymore, man. I don't care. So, this is probably the longest and most arduous process of making any drum kit come to life. I don't even know if the microphone picked that up, considering it's probably very unidirectional and I just spoke into the outside of it. I don't even know how loud I can be with this fucking thing. So, I'm going to run through a couple things. Because this is a kit apparently from the 70s. I wanted to go for the vintage look. So I got this. And this. This is a bracket that is going to replace a lug. Probably on one of the front-facing ones, right near the leg, right? I'm going to have this arm mount to hold my right cymbal because that's what all the vintage kits had, and I thought it looks, whoa, that's super cool, that's kick-ass. This is the patch that I'm going to add. It's like putting on a condom. It just, you might as well do it. You don't have to, but it would behoove you to do so, if I'm using behoof right. And then, of course, you have the metal hoop protector with a screw that I really, really, really am going to try not to lose because it is so very, very tiny, and if I lose it, I'm going to be very upset. I'm going to put that right there. And the most arduous part of this whole process, of which I forgot, I'll be right back with you, because I left it inside, you know, like how you say, a dipshit. Is the tuning. So in my hands, I have my trusty little fucking tune bot that I use because I'd rather not tune my main instrument by ear. It feels a little silly. It feels like a recipe for disaster. I'm probably just gonna do this. Actually, wait, no, I can't. I have to do all the internal stuff first, because it'd be silly if I didn't do that. And I don't like being silly. I don't like being very silly, guys. I don't know if I ever made that very clear. I don't like being silly. Let's do it. So the first thing I want to start out with, is I'm going to be putting in this little indie. Welcome to how to set up my drum kit 2.0, I suppose, considering this is an entirely new chapter in terms of my equipment. So yeah, I'm just gonna start out with putting in this little fucking bracket on the side. So I'm gonna start by taking my kick drum, and I'm just gonna go ahead and replace this lug right here. I think. I mean, I might as well. It makes the most sense. Actually, wait, no. Lesson number 1: pay attention. On the right side, because I don't lead with my left. I feel it'd be very silly. If I did that. Let's go ahead and take this thing off. Oh yeah, baby, that's that good shit. Man, those fucking things are sharp. God damn. So, this is the top. I'm facing the right side, so this is the one I want to take apart. This one right here. I need a very, very tiny screwdriver. You know, ironically, whenever I got this, as I said in the thesis, of my video, I kind of went into this with the idea of oh, if I get a smaller kick drum, it'll be lighter, it'll be easier to handle. This thing is surprisingly cumbersome. It's not so heavy as to where it would just kill you to pick it up with one hand, but out of a long list of adjectives, light is not one I would apply to this thing. Doing some lobotomy work right now. I'm not even really sure this is gonna work. I hope it does. Oh man, what a bummer that would be. I don't want to lose that. Got to keep that around just in case this all falls through. One thing I can tell you now is that this is all going to go together pretty smoothly. This is going to be a nightmare to tune. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lugs. I'm going to be accounting for 20 lugs, 10 per side, on this drum. That is such a asinine amount of like anything to have to deal with on this drum. I mean, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I have my little bracket right here, and I'm told, or I'm being led to believe, that the way this goes on is that I'm just going to take this bracket and I'm gonna just take off these little washers, and you just apply it like so. Now they come prepared. Now this product, I haven't even used it, but like I've seen reviews, it's really good because they prepare for this sort of thing, which is where like you can move the screw up and down, so it's not like it's just like one size, and it fits. You know, one size fits one. It's like it's very like adjustable. If like it'd be even more adjustable if I could see what I'm doing and do it right. That'd be fantastic. I mean, my God. Think of all the things I could achieve if I could just see. There we go. Yeah! Yeah, baby, now we're cooking with a reputable, flammable source. Let me just put these washers back in. And I hope to God I have something that can torque these little things down. I'm sure I do. I'm sure I got them somewhere. But, you know, this is supposed to be fast and, like, hard. Like, this ain't no, there ain't no pussyfooting with this. You're attaching it to a wooden shell. It's got to be able to handle its weight. Man, it'd be great if I could just, there we go. Yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. I gotta find something that'll, one second. Let's find out if this works. I hope so. Nope. Almost. So what size is that? That's a fucking, it's a 9mm. So probably like an 12. Oh baby. I hope that's going on. Let's find out. Fuck. No, it's not. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. That's what I want to see. Oh yeah, baby. No, yes, this does mean that, like, you know, as it implies, I'm gonna have my right cymbal mounted to my kick. And for any of you fucking purists who are like, but Logan, you're gonna have your fucking right like on your kick, and it's gonna cause simple static vibrations or something. And it's like, get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! I didn't ask you. I didn't fucking ask you for anything. I didn't ask you for your input. I don't ask you for ideas. I had this idea. It's mine. I want to do it because I think it looks kick-ass. And quite frankly, I like the lighter load on my back. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. I'm being silly. It's all a big act for the camera. This is fun though. This is some rootin' tootin' shit right here. Oh yeah. Dude, no contest. That's in. We're there. And I don't need to worry about having to go the other direction because the legs go down. So, yeah, dude, we're fucking chilling, man. Oh, yeah. I am going to keep this around just in case, though. This is going to go for safekeeping. Okay, cool. So now that we have that, I'm going to make sure it's really tightened down. There we go. Yeah. That's the way you do it right there. All right, beautiful. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this readjusted then. Guys, we may have run into a problem. Are these made with different kinds of threads? Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. In fact, that's pretty fucking bad. Oh no. Oh no, is this how I find out my dreams are gonna be crushed right in front of me? Oh man, that fucking sucks. No, I believe. There's gotta be another way. No. No, I believe. I believe, goddammit. This is gonna be so fucked up. This is how I find out. There we go. Sorry, I was getting hot. Yeah. There we go, that's manageable now. Sorry, I was getting a little warmed up. Let's see here. This is going to work. I swear to God, this is going to work. Maybe it's just because something is like... Maybe it's just because it's slightly off. But this has got to work. I'm gonna be really upset if this is what kills me. No way we have thread action. Yes! Oh my god, yes. Yes, we have thread action. Let's fucking go. The dream is real. The dream is fucking real. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. It's gonna be a bit of a squeeze, though, I will admit. I'm not super pleased with how those threads turned out. This is so ironic because I work with stuff like this all the time. The fucking starter threads failing on me is like a curse. It's just every day that this happens. I can't remember how to put that on. How do you go on? With that lip. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. Good. Okay, cool. The dream is real, though. And god damn it will work. God damn it, I just said the dream is real. That's a really tight squeeze. Maybe this specific like lug just isn't meant for it. I feel inclined to try something else. Gonna take a quick little recourse. I'm gonna go ahead and screw the rest of these in real quick though. Okay, so now that I'm here at this point, I'm gonna take like a quick intermission to like see how to install a hoop protector and maybe make sure I didn't make any mistake while installing that thing. So enjoy no video but plenty of sound. Have fun with that. So, little addendum. I found out two things. Oh, actually, no. I found out that apparently the hoop protector that I got apparently just wasn't worth it. Something to do with like the screw setting in the hoop. It's gonna wear down the hole over time. Even with a pilot hole, it just wasn't gonna be worth the effort. So I just went ahead and I put down the adhesive tape, which is going to do the job well enough. It's not like this kid is going to go anywhere. I'm milking this baby for everything she's got. Also, with what I found out, that the problem with what I was having here is that these giant fucking I'm out of everything in this kit visually, these like bird wing like lugs on the screws that go into the little things. I don't know the names of these things. I'm sorry. I don't really exactly find them visually appealing. They're like the one thing that throws me off. So I took one of the claws off my Yamaha kit, and I just transferred it over here, and it's a perfect fit. So now I don't have to worry about this thing jangling and sliding off, and now it's all secure. So now we're going to get to my favorite part, which is tuning. We're certainly about to find out here. And of course, how could we forget our kick pad? I'm all about making sure my heads stay alive for as long as they possibly can. I know I'm using coated heads for both the batter and the reso, but I'm telling you, man, it's just so worth it to have just a little extra protection. It goes a long, long way. This thing's thick. I'll say that much. Jeez. Alright, so you guys got the gist of what was going on for all the fucking like tuning and whatnot. But this is the finished product. There it all is right there. I have the kick patch, I have the drums all tuned up, I have the cymbal arm attached to the kick. That is pretty much it. I was going to have, actually, hold on, if I may. So the other part of the plan was that I was going to take even less. I was going to free up even more space on the map by getting rid of the snare stand that's holding up my rack tom. And I was going to hong. I've been in here for hours. I was going to hang off this Gibraltar tom mount so that and get better sustain off of it as well as freeing up the mat. But UPS told me, and I could have sworn that I paid the extra money to get it here faster, as I wanted it to get here before a certain date. That will most likely pass by the time this is even being edited. But UPS, in all their wisdom, told me to go fuck myself, so I'm resorting to this until I get that last piece. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for sticking around. I love you.